There's no denying that Jersey City has become one of the hottest markets here in northern New Jersey. Especially after COVID, many people decided to leave New York City and make their way into Hudson County, and one of those areas is definitely Jersey City. I've definitely seen an uptick in my business in this area over the course of the past 2 years or so. But today I want to talk about one of the areas in Jersey City that seems to be gaining traction more and more. And that's the southernmost section of Jersey City known as the Greenville section. So in today's video, I just want to get into some market data that's really showing some increases in prices and activity in that area in particular. Hey, so what's going on, everybody? I'm Bob Dzienis with Coldwell Banker here in northern New Jersey. Thanks for tuning in. I totally appreciate it. So today what I want to do is just give you some insights into the Greenville section. Basically, it's a market update. What's been happening from a year ago to now. And what I'm going to be looking at is July 2022 to July 2023. So if you're not familiar with Jersey City, it has 6 sections. You know, the downtown area of Jersey City is where you have the high rises and you have the businesses, as well as many of the corporations that have embedded themselves into that area. And right now, a really hot area is the Journal Square area. That's seeing a lot of uptick in regards to construction. More and more, we were seeing a lot of activity in the heights of Jersey City as well. But what I want to pay particular attention to is the Greenville section. So let me give you some insights as to what's been happening in this section, because if you're a savvy investor, for instance, this area is really seeing an influx of not just investors, but corporate money coming in, and a lot of gentrification as well. People are seeing the value of coming into that section. They have light rail access. You can basically take the path into New York City. So it's commutable, you've got shopping, and a lot of small business opportunity there as well. But the state has recognized that this area has a lot of possibility. And so they put in some opportunity zones to give some tax incentives and tax breaks to any businesses coming in, or anyone who is looking to invest in real estate in this area as well. So literally in the past 5 years, we've seen a lot of activity in the Greenville section. It wasn't necessarily, let's say, as convenient as downtown or maybe the Heights or Journal Square, but because of bus opportunities, as well as the light rail system that can easily get you into New York City or other points like Hoboken, for instance, a lot of people are putting this on their list, especially from an investor standpoint. So just a quick overview of the Greenville section. Definitely more residential there. Smaller businesses, bodegas, shops, those types of things. It borders the Bayonne area as well. On one side you have 440, which has basically shops and restaurants and that kind of stuff. So you can do some shopping. You've got a Home Depot there. So there's a lot of drivability down 440. And then on the opposite side, you've got Route 78, which then you've got Liberty Science Center, a lot of parks as well. So it's embedded nicely. And what you'll find here is a lot of single family homes built in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And you've got a lot of 2 families, some 3 to 4 families as well. But what we're seeing in this area is a lot of conversion going on. And what I mean by conversion is people are taking these single family homes or maybe these 2 family homes and converting them into beautiful contemporary style condominiums, or taking, let's say, a single family home and converting it into a very contemporary looking home. Slowly but surely, investors are coming in looking at these opportunities in these opportunity zones, taking advantages of some of these tax incentives and really upgrading many of the homes in this area. And with some of these commuting options, it really could be a great option for you if you're looking to kind of branch out from maybe central Jersey City out a little bit. You'll definitely get more for your money in this section, but let's take a look at some of the data, what's been happening over the past year. So basically what I've done is I've pulled some data from the multiple listing service, so I've got that information here. So first thing I want to look at are single family homes in the Greenville section of Jersey City. So like a lot of the markets that we've seen across northern New Jersey, even across the United States, inventory has definitely been down. So if we look at a year ago, there were 77 single family homes that were sold. And that was July of 2022 through now. We're actually seeing about 49. So definitely a decrease of about 36%. The average sale for the single family home in the Greenville section averaged about maybe $417,000 in 2022. And now what we're seeing is an increase of about $438,000. So about a $22,000 increase from a year ago. And that, again, people are seeing the opportunity in this area, some people taking advantage of some of those tax breaks, but you can get a lot for your money potentially, even though some of these homes tend to be a little bit older. All right, so let's take a look at 2 family homes. So the single family homes, like I mentioned before, saw about a 5% increase increase in price. So two families also saw a decrease from 127 sold in 2022 to 111 now in 2023. So about a 10% difference or so, 13%. About a year ago, prices for two families were about $575. So they've gone up about 3% or so they're about $593 actually. So the two family more and more is becoming pretty popular in the Greenville section. This is where a lot of the updates are coming. People are taking these two family homes and converting them to condominiums, really creating that beautiful contemporary look to them and upgrading everything inside. So I'll talk about that condo market in a couple of seconds. First thing I want to get into though is the 3 to 4 family in the Greenville section. So this section of Jersey City tends to have those single family homes as well as row houses typically, so they're kind of side by side, as well as two families. So 3 to 4 family you don't see as often here. So a year ago we saw 17 of them that sold, so not a lot of inventory in regards to the 3 family or 4 family style in Greenville. And in the current period, 10 actually sold. The prices of these actually went down some. So in 2022, the average price was about $689, $690 or so. And then prices actually decreased about 5% or so to about $657. So these 3 to 4 families not as popular in the Greenville section. You're not gonna find as many. All right, so this is where we're seeing a huge influx and change in regards to prices. And this is the condo market in the Greenville section. So like I said, a lot of investors are coming in. They're taking these single families, they're taking these multi-families, let's say the 2 families in particular, taking them, converting them into these beautiful structures, basically. You're seeing more and more of a contemporary style. They're cleaning up some of these homes, adding the beautiful wood flooring, putting in the marble, putting roof decks on top, and really creating beautiful living spaces for people. So this conversion of a single family into, let's say, 2 condos, for instance, or a 2 family home into condos has really changed the condo market in the Greenville section. Especially if you're a savvy investor, you might be looking at some of these opportunity zones that are in this section. Again, you can get some tax incentives. Even if you're buying, there could be some incentives as well. But let's take a look at what the market looks like for condos over the past year. A year ago, we saw 125 sales. In the current period, 109. About a 4% decrease or so. This is where it gets interesting. So over the past year, a year ago, condos were going for about 480. So the current period, this is where we've seen such an increase in price of $527,000. So from 480 to 527, we're seeing about a 10% increase in condo prices. And slowly but surely, this is what we're starting to see more and more of in this section. You've got some commutability options, you've got gentrification happening, you've got local shopping, and you have some tax incentives and tax breaks potentially if you're considering purchasing here or building here. So definitely there's been increases in prices across the board here in northern New Jersey. But I'm telling you, if you take a drive through Jersey City, if you start going into this Greenville section, you're gonna get a feeling of change, and you can start to see the opportunities that are popping up more and more. You see many of the older homes that have been here for 100 years potentially are now being upgraded to some of these phenomenal contemporary style homes. So you might want to put the Greenville section on your list if you're a savvy investor, or even someone looking to purchase. Maybe you're wanting to get out of the hustle and bustle of downtown Jersey City, Journal Square, you know, the Heights area. So this, along with the Bergen Lafayette section, which I'll do another video on, could be something to consider. So like I said, I'm doing more and more business over the past couple years in the Jersey City area. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you want to talk more about the neighborhoods or talk more about some of the market data, or you just want to take a look at some properties, go ahead and give me a call. Here's my information for you. I'd love to chat with you further about what it is that maybe you're looking for. What are those opportunities that you're considering? I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm Bob Dzienis with Coldwell Banker here in northern New Jersey. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.